Hello, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, thank you for coming in to your Elephant Key November reading. We're going to find out what energies you could be experiencing for the month of November. It's a general reading, so anything could be popping up here. It may not resonate with everyone, so take what does, leave what doesn't. I've already cleansed the space and meditated on your energy, Sag, so we're just going to jump right in and see what happens. Oh, right there. Initiation of the Count Saint Germain. I'm going to read this from the butt. So, it's interesting. Count Saint Germain. For those of you that don't know, this was an individual who had been spotted over centuries in different places of the world. People would recognize him and see him. It's like he never died. Some people still believe he's walking around today. He was a alchemist and a healer. So the initiation of this Count Saint Germain is number 14. All right. Standing among the pillars within a beautiful temple, the ascended master, Count Saint Germain, sends his light and energy to the four robed people who stand before him. It's time for their initiation. This card represents your initiation. It's much more than a change or even a transformation. It's nothing less than your movement into higher revelations of power, insight, and achievement. And the time is now. Some loss of lower vibration relationships, jobs, or activities may be required in order to lift you into the new heights and power that await you. Your initiation can be aided by meditation and study, as well as connected to the ascended masters with whom you've worked for centuries upon centuries. Know that you have shared purposes and activities with masters, even if you aren't certain of what they are yet. These disciplines you create now during your initiation and the work you do with the masters will lift your service to the world and to all humankind. This is a time of enormous uplifting, first in your energy and evolution, and then in your manifest outer reality. The power that you hold within will impact every part of your life. This sounds like there's going to be a huge shift for you, Sag. They're not just a, what does it say? Not just a transformation, but a complete evolution. Let's see what we have for the Starseed Oracle, what comes out to kind of confirm some of this. All paths lead home. Inner authority, intuition, turn your gaze within. You know, we see this woman dancing along these pillars. It's a divine circle that's been created by ancestors, druids, people who came before us, and all paths lead home. Inner authority, intuition, turn your gaze within. I feel like you're going through some sort of inner transformation here. You are definitely going through an evolution starting this month. And you know, this could be prompted by this eclipse energy. I know we're all going to be going through some sort of transformation or another because it's very powerful energy we're going to be feeling at this full moon. And it looks like it's going to be pretty intense for some of you Sagittariuses. All right, we're going to jump into a Celtic cross for Sag. Okay. The World in reverse and the Page of Pentacles in reverse, which is the current situation in your reading for this month. Something isn't completed yet for you. There's something that's not over. And it may have something to do with your time, energy, and resources. It's like you're really wanting a completion of something to finally come full circle, to be finally dealt with. And it seems as though you're just not receiving the messages that you're waiting on news about this. For some of you, it could be the student loans. For some of you, it could be waiting for news of a bonus or news that a loan has come through. For others of you, it could be something on a larger scale collectively that has been affecting you specifically, and you're waiting on news of that. So waiting on the conclusion of something that has to do with your 3D time, energy, resources, the things that you cling to for stability. So what's conflicting this Knight of Cups? It could be that you're looking at one solution to an issue and you're in hopes that someone's going to come in for support for you. Relying on opportunities for support in hopes that someone is going to come in and help save this issue. And it could be that you're so concentrated on this one solution that it's keeping you from asking yourself what else is possible. What do we have for what's crowning Sagittarius right now? Nine of Pentacles. All right. So this is seeing the fruits of your labor everything coming to fruition. You've planted the seeds to your garden. You've nurtured them. You've made sure they're watered. They've got the miracle grow on them. And you're finally seeing the fruits coming to. This could be finally seeing loans paid off. This could be finally receiving that raise. Being able to not just live paycheck to paycheck, but having a little left over to go on trips, to finally pay yourself, take care of yourself, honor yourself. What is it that Sag can't see? What is it that Sag can't see here? What's being hidden? Ten of Swords in reverse. This is a completion of a painful situation. You're just finally being able to feel like you're, what you can't see is things are really turning around pretty. I'm not sure why you can't see this. What's being hidden is that something really painful is starting to ease up, and it could be that you're just not realizing how much you've healed from a situation. Or you didn't realize how much something really hurt you. You didn't realize how much you were really either being victimized by a situation, or you didn't honor the pain. You didn't honor your own suffering. What are the effects of the past for Sag? What are the effects of the past for Sag? Options. Confusion. Not knowing what to do. In the past, there could have been several options. Some were legitimate. Others were someone pissing down your back and telling you it was raining. But there was confusion over which way to go and what options to choose. And it could have been that you didn't trust yourself, that you were making the best choice. In the past, you could have been really dealing with regrets over the choices that you have made. I'm not going to go into any further until I confirm that. What are the upcoming future? What's coming up in the future for Sagittarius in the near future? You know, it's almost like there is a waiting for something to come to fruition. There's a waiting for a conclusion of something. You're waiting for the message. And it's like you're sitting around waiting for someone to tell you it's okay. But you don't, it's almost like I'm talking to a Sag that doesn't realize that you've already come so far and it's already okay. Four of Wands in reverse. You know, the Four of Wands upright, this is like the marriage card, the happy community card. Everybody's getting along. Wonderful, we got a gift. And in reverse, it could be that you're just not seeing. And you're not seeing just how well things are right now. Like, just because it's not a huge display. For some of you, this could indicate that you're waiting on a message so that you can complete something because there is another offer of love coming. You're feeling very good about where your time, energy, and resources are. You can't see, like, the burden of the pain that you were under is lifting. Someone had too many options, and if they're going to make you an option, then you're like, nobody's going to make Sagittarius an option. And in the future, you could be separating a type of a marriage or communal situation, living situation. For others of you, I see that there's been some pressure for something to finally come to closure, and you're kind of giving yourself a hard time. Some of you have become really defined by the situation that you're in. But I also feel like some of you are coming to terms that you are not defined by this situation. I think it's really changing some things. Some of you could be moving in the near future, making plans to uproot from a community and go somewhere else. How is Sag seeing themselves? Oh. Nine of Cups and Nine of Swords. Having some sort of anxiety regarding wish fulfillment. Some of you are really struggling with something that you felt was going to be a positive for yourself that ended up just giving you anxiety. Some of you are wrestling with what's going to make me happy. What is going to make me happy? What do I want? I think a lot of us fire signs are struggling with this right now. What is this that I want? Like, I thought I knew. I thought I had some semblance of an idea of what it was that I truly wanted. And now I'm beginning to wonder if I even understand what it is that I really want for myself. You know, this is the evolution of you, Sag. This is what Spirit's talking about. All roads lead home. Inner authority, intuition, turn your gaze within. You know, I think we're all guilty of sometimes looking at what we're expected or conditioned to feel success or wish fulfillment is, and never really asking ourselves internally what it is that we truly want, what's going to give us peace, and measuring ourselves by our own yardstick. not someone else's idea of what success or happiness is for ourselves. All right. How are other people seeing Sag? How are other people seeing Sag? Three of Swords in reverse, healing. Other people are seeing you healing from something that brought you heartache or something that was very difficult for you. Other people are seeing you as someone who has the wherewithal to withstand all manners of heartache. People are looking at you as a very strong individual. And what are your hopes and fears? What are your hopes and fears, Sag? That there will be no action or communication. Eight of Wands in reverse. That there will be stagnancy. That you will put yourself in a corner where there's no place to move. Where there's no action that can be taken. For some of you, the hope is that you can finally rest. That you don't have to take action. For others of you, you're fearing stagnancy. What is the outcome, please? What is the outcome, please? Five of Pentacles in reverse. That's excellent. This is inclusive energy. You know, when we see the Five of Pentacles upright, this is feeling of being rejected, left out in the cold, and set apart from other people. In reverse, this is more inclusive energy. This is not a feeling of being rejected. This is actually growing from the fact that you have maybe set yourself apart for reasons of going inward, reflecting on what it is that makes you happy, not needing the exception of other people. It's on the bottom of the deck. Four of Cups in reverse. You could be looking for opportunities of love. You could be looking for opportunities of support. This could be coming from a different direction than what you're used to, Sag. I'm going to get some confirmation on some of these things. I like this deck for you. All right. What's with the World and the Page of Pentacles? What sort of conclusion are we looking for? What messages are we waiting on? Some of you, this could have something to do with military. Some of you could have loved ones in the military and you're waiting for messages regarding whatever's happening in the world right now. Five of Pentacles in reverse. Again, so we see this in the outcome and we see it in the current energy. You know, some of you could be worried that there could be the fear of not being together or connected. You're waiting on news so that you can feel more included and more a part of what's going on with a situation or a person. For one of my Sagittarius friends, they have a adult child that's in the military who's being moved out of the country. And specifically for her, this could mean that she's worried about being separated from him, waiting on news as to when she can see him again. For others of you, it could be that you're waiting on news to connect you with other folks and other people. So maybe a combined effort of time, energy, and resources. Why is the Knight of Cups here as the conflict? Seven of Wands in reverse. Because of your love and your support of maybe other people. You could have maybe not set boundaries, or you may be having a hard time saying no to something. You could be having a hard time setting boundaries because you do want to be so supportive to someone. What's with the Nine of Pentacles, please? As the crowning. The Nine of Pentacles, please. Death in reverse. I feel like because you prolonged the end of something, you didn't give up, that you're seeing some sort of fulfillment here. You're seeing the bounty of the hard work that you did, because you just decided you weren't going to give up on something. You keep plowing through. Like you really pushed yourself beyond your comfortability to be able to have some of the things that you have right now. And those are things that wouldn't be there if it had not been for you pushing yourself beyond your comfortability. And that explains this Ten of Swords in reverse here. And what you can't see is that you're finally being able to heal from just running yourself through ragged, or having to deal with other people's bullshit, being under the weight of other people's ideas and judgment. Wow. That really got me in my throat. Yeah, the World in reverse is showing up again under this Ten of Swords. So what you can't see is that some things that you've been concerned about, that have worried you, that have really been on your mind, are dissipating, but you're still waiting for the conclusion. You're still waiting for the conclusion of a situation. Be careful that you're really just, that you're not defining yourself by pain. I need a minute here. It can also be that your lack of nurturing yourself has caused some pain. Five of Cups, yeah. Maybe I feel like what you can't see is that a lot of the pain that you've been experiencing is due to a lack of nurturing yourself, Sag. You're starting to grow from this. Why is this Four of Wands in reverse, please? Is there a move? What is changing? Someone else moving away from you. There's some sort of separation in a family unit. Your sense of community is being uprooted in some way. Queen of Cups in reverse. Some sort of separation or some sort of shakeup in your support system is kind of forcing your hand, Sag, to pour into your own cup. It's kind of forcing you to put the lid on things and concentrate on what it is that you need right now. The Queen of Cups in reverse. This is someone who, well, then you have the King of Swords and the Page of Swords. So this could be some air sign energy. The Queen of Cups in reverse is someone who is kind of really, can be someone who is really self-sacrificing, who is very giving, gives up things, is really, can kind of self-sabotage themselves with over-giving, with over-anticipating every need for someone. And I think what's happening here with the Page of Swords and the King of Swords is that there is either a Sagittarius that's leaning into their masculine side who is saying enough is enough. We have to look at this clearly with focused energy and see the truth of the situation. I'm overgiving. I'm giving too much. I'm expecting to grow community by spreading myself too thin, and I need to be focused. It's about time for me to really send the message that I need to be really dedicated to myself right now. Like, I need to find the balance between what I give to others and what I give myself. This can also be finding that a younger person is progressing into a man or an adult, that they're maturing, they're progressing very quickly, and it could be very hard for someone to accept. This could also be Sagittarius in the upcoming future, that you are separating yourself from things that really hurt you emotionally, and you've decided to move on with clarity. All right. What is this? Oh, already flipping over here, Sag. How you're seeing yourself. Trying to figure out what it is that you want. Not really knowing. Thinking, I thought I knew. The Eight of Wands and the Queen of Wands in reverse. The Eight of Wands upright and the Queen of Wands in reverse. This is kind of taking action. Be careful, Sag, not to take action on a creative project before you've really dialed into exactly what's going to be necessary for you to complete it. Because sometimes the Queen of Wands in reverse can have really good ideas and really wanting to take action too quickly and ending up like suffering because of it, like having to, missing a piece of the puzzle, missing a piece of the creation, buying all the paint and finding out that you don't have enough money for any of the canvases. Just be wary of these things. What is the Three of Swords in reverse here is how other people see you. The Moon in reverse. Other people see you as just being long-suffering and being able to withstand all manner of heartache. But the truth is that you just don't show the pain. You're not transparent when it comes to your emotions. And you may be healing from things that nobody would even ever know about, Sag, because you just don't want to bother people with the things that hurt you. So on the surface, you look like you're untouched and unfazed, but internally, there are a lot of things that you could be struggling with that people have no concept of because you hold it so close to your chest. All right. We get the Queen of Pentacles in reverse and the Nine of Wands in reverse for the outcome situation. Five of Pentacles in reverse as the outcome. That's inclusive energy, not being set apart, things coming together. Nine of Wands in reverse and the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. This, Sag, I get a feeling that you are the person that's always looking out for everyone. You're always making sure that the bills are paid, that everybody has what they need. You've got all the appointments on the calendar. You're anticipating needs that people haven't even voiced that they have yet, just because you're a nurturer when it comes to terms of making sure people have what they need. But the Nine of Wands in reverse is kind of setting a warning to you. Not so much a warning, I hate the way that sounds, But it's kind of like saying, hey, let's take some inventory of what maybe someone else can handle, because it's kind of warning you of burnout. Um, uh, I just don't want to see someone stress themselves out over something, especially as we're coming into the holiday season. Sag, you're going to be busting your ass making sure the kids got everything they need. Mom and dad have a present. Okay, what are we doing? Are we going on holiday? Where are we going to go? Whose house are we going to be at? Do we have everything? Are we bringing everything? Listen, don't put all those things on yourself. Don't do it. And I know you're going to do it anyway. But be mindful that it's going to be very easy for you to spread yourself too thin. I don't want to see you do that to yourself. Be mindful of that this month. And that's what I have for you. So if it resonated, hell, if it didn't resonate, I have very few subscribers. So if you want to support the channel, press that like button, subscribe, share the video. I would appreciate that. I do it because I love it. And if you have any comments, please leave them. I got heavy shoulders. You're not going to hurt my feelings. Take care, and thanks for coming in.